What's up, folks? Jorge and Nito here. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome back. So today I have a card control tutorial. It's actually an effect that I came up with a while ago. I'm sure others have came up with it, but it's similar to a card to box. This is a trick that I submitted to Card Mechanic for a contest to try to fool him. It didn't fool him, but that's okay because I get to teach it. So basically, you have the spectator take a random card, they check it out. Doesn't matter if I see it. Five of clubs, we lose it in the pack, just like this. We push it in, square everything up, and it's at this point where we actually utilize the card box. We utilize the card box if I can actually get the cards in there. Just like that. And it's at this point where the magic occurs, because if you'll notice, when I take the cards back out and we just go through here and we just look for the five of clubs, you'll notice that it has somehow vanished from the pack. So where could it go? Well, there's an interesting thing that happens. You see, there's actually this cellophane, this plastic that I actually keep on the decks. If we just look, you'll notice a card right directly underneath of the cellophane. If we just peel it out from underneath there and look at it, you'll see it's the five of clubs. Alright guys, I know that's kind of a choppy performance, but I am going to explain it to you. All you do, this is very easy. Well, it's easy, you know, obviously with practice, that you have the spectator select a card. And I'm going to show you what's happening here whenever it gets controlled to the top. Obviously, you can control it to the top by any method, but what I'm doing is a kind of like a diagonal side still, and I'm placing it to the top. So if I can, I'm just going to kind of come around the side, and what's happening is you start out like a diagonal palm shift, and so that's the reality of it. But so you have it covered from this side so that they don't see the corner protruding, and all you do is use your index and your pinky to strip this card out of the deck and then place it on top. I'm going to show you what that looks like from the front, but just a little bit more exposed. So you shove it in like that. They're not going to see that because your fingers are covering. Your thumb should be covering this corner right here, and these fingers should be covering this card right here. So all it looks like is that you have just placed the card in the center of the deck, but you want to push in kind of on this corner and keep your pinky down here on the side, because what that's going to do is the pinky is going to stop the edge of the card from coming up. So, and once you feel that it's right down there on your pinky, you know that it's time to execute the move. So all you do, I'll show you this from the front. Swipe it out, place it on top. There's a couple different, I've been doing this for a while, there's a few different ways. You could strip it out like this and place it out just like that. However, I like to do it from a diagonal take it out diagonally like that, and then slide it back up diagonally. That's all there is to it. The same thing can be applied for a bottom placement. The bottom placement is actually quite a bit easier, and it's actually more concealed if you do a bottom placement, because I mean, like I said, it's already done. They can't see the actual card. They can't see. There's less chance of flashing when you do a bottom placement. With the top placement, there is a chance that you will flash, and I'll show you right now. See, obviously I did it slow, but if you do it fast enough, people really can't catch it. You can even act like, see, I'm holding it down here and I act like I'm squaring up the deck, and I just throw it right there on top. You can also do this whenever you're placing it on the top. Right when you're placing it on the top, pull back and drop. If you decide to do that, which I've done before I even start the trick, I'm playing around with the deck, I'm dribbling, and I'm doing this move right here just to condition them, to get used to that move when they see it again. That there's really nothing happening. I'm just squaring up. It's on top. So that's one way to do it. Once you have the card on top, the next thing you do, obviously you want to have a deck with a cellophane on it. You just get a pinky break. That's all you do. In order to hide that, I usually turn the deck this way. When I'm grabbing the deck, I say, okay, it's at this point where we want to use the box, not the deck, the box. I'll turn it this way, and I'll execute the push off and grab a pinky break. And so I'll do it under the cover of, just turning the deck over and going for the box. But it's when you grab this box, you want to make sure these flaps are out of the way. This can be kind of difficult. Actually, in the performance, I was having some issues because I wasn't doing it like I normally do it. But when you put the deck in, you want to put it in like that. You don't want to just slide it in flush. You kind of want to go at it at an angle. And that's sort of a natural thing. I mean, when it's a natural movement. But when you're placing it in there, obviously you got that card floating here on the top. You want to push down with this index finger to guide it in there. Once it's in there and secure, then you just slide it in. And you have that card secure in underneath the cellophane. And it's at this point you can do whatever you want in order to reveal the card. You may be asking, well, Jorge, what if some people take the cellophanes completely off the deck. You could still do a cool effect, and I can't take credit for this one because I think I saw it on somebody. If anybody knows who done this, I think it's called the card melt. But you basically do the same thing. You slide the card out, and you actually pinch it between forefinger and middle finger, and the thumb is holding the back, and you just let the deck fall, and the card melts through. So it's a pretty cool thing. It's neat to kind of do it that way too. I like to do it underneath the cellophane because you don't see a lot of people doing tricks with cards ending up under the cellophane. Chris Ramsey actually had a trick a while back called I believe it was Red Pill, where the spectator selection ended up underneath the cellophane of an unopened pack. So I have seen that, but from my own experience, I just haven't seen a lot of people utilize the cellophane on the card box, and so that was something I was just trying to incorporate, and I was playing around with one day. So there's that. I hope you like it. I also want to make an announcement. A few videos back, I released a giveaway, and so I said if I could get to 100 subscribers, I would give away a brand new deck of Skid Row playing cards by Gemini. I'm not to 100 subscribers yet, but I will still give away this pack, but it'll be a second prize. There will be two prizes, actually. This will be the second place prize. The first place prize will be a brand new deck. I'll bring the camera down. A brand new deck of unopened Fort Knox playing cards by Alex Pandrea. I think these cards go up $2 in value every week. I think they're up to $70 some. I'm not really sure. I bought a couple packs of them. But I thought, you know what? Anybody who subscribes to my channel who feels like it's, you know, of value or it's of some type of meaning to them, you know, I think that's special, and I just want to do my best to show my appreciation for my subscribers. So I want to give away a brand new pack of gold Fort Knox playing cards by Alex Pandrea and the Blue Crown. This will be the first place drawing. The second place winner will get this. All right, and so I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks a lot, and God bless.